Vito. Cotto got wine. Cool, bitch.
Rolling up, rolling up, rolling up, rolling up, one. Rolling up, rolling up, rolling up, rolling up, one. We been counting money, getting high all week. Rolling up, rolling up, one. We been fucking bitches, getting high all week. Rolling up, one. General's eye, Vito the God, born in the manger. Smoking that Tommy Oliver, that Green Ranger. Nigga, you know I be high, fucking angels. And that bitch you cute, hit it from angles. Hitting it from the side, is that your wife? What's my bad? Hope you don't cry. This is my life, why would I lie? Hustle with all of my muscle, my nigga, it took us some time. Now we party hard, nigga, on a late night. In the cut, rolling up, tryna take flight. Said your bitch wanna ride me like a motorbike. Skateboard pussy, got it grinding on my fucking pipe. Look at these condiment niggas, tryna catch up. More like the lottery nigga, they trying their luck. I'm holding the throne, I'm holding the crown, I'm feeling like Tut. Getting this money like armpits, you know it's a must, bitch. Rolling up, rolling up, rolling up, rolling up, one. Rolling up, rolling up, rolling up, rolling up, one. We been counting money, getting high all week. Rolling up, rolling up, one. We been fucking bitches, getting high all week. Rolling up, rolling another one. going on, people? Welcome back to another VitoVerse. We are back in here. We have been gone for quite some time now, and now we finally back. So we had to come back correct with a celebration. You know what I'm saying? It's the fall season, Halloween season, and that's one of them seasons I really, you know what I'm saying, like love. You know what I'm saying? We starting to get into the holiday season, getting closer and closer to Christmas and my birthday. But definitely, man, one of my favorite times of the year and stuff like that. All the good treats being given out during that time. You know what I'm saying? Candies and baked goods. I almost messed that up big time. But baked goods and all types of just activities, man. You know what I mean? But definitely, man, this is definitely a VitoVerse favorite. I know in the past we started off our first Halloween special. We did a Harry Potter themed situation, which I still have my Harry Potter stuff. That's just gonna be there because you know what I'm saying. I'm a Ravenclaw. You know how we do it. You know what I mean? But we actually too. I think we had a lot of Harry Potter events. That's crazy. But the next year after that, we kind of did just normal Halloween stuff, kind of like how we're gonna do today. And we just really kind of get into that fall spirit and just kind of just have fun with things and stuff like that here on the VitoVerse. But again, like I said, we've been gone for a minute, so I have my co-host here with me, Notiko Yoik. What's going on, bro? How you doing, man?
Good. Just a little somewhere between awake and sleep right now. Kind of been bouncing around, looking at some stuff, and I didn't realize I actually missed this Red Bull competition. I was like, I didn't realize it happened like 12 days ago. I was like, oh, what the?
Oh, what was it? What was it?
It was like the finals in California, dance finals.
Oh, dance. Okay, dance. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So
that was cool.
What else was this week in California? It was another convention. Was that Twitch? Did Twitch have a convention?
I don't know.
Or was that last weekend? That might have been last
weekend.
Yeah. Because they had some controversy with one of the Twitch streamers getting attacked and stuff, and they were like, her security. It's a long story, but yeah, basically Twitch said it's gonna have beefed up security this year, and really they didn't. And this Twitch streamer got attacked. Dude tried to get up there and kiss her and all that type of stuff.
Oh yeah, I heard. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that right there, dude. Yeah. Anyway, but so let's get into our icebreaker. We were supposed to have our other co-host here, Sandstorm. I'm not sure if he's gonna make it in time for this icebreaker, which is a 3-question icebreaker. So hopefully he can make it in for this. But the first one is, what is your top 5? Now we're gonna kind of go on some VitoVerse music type stuff. But what is your top 5 Halloween songs of all time?
Ooh. That's a tough one right there.
And here's the thing, like it can be Halloween themed. They don't necessarily have to be like something directly like Halloween, like it can have like some eerie elements. They don't got to be necessarily saying, "Oh, I love Halloween" and all of it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't got to be no craziness, but it can be having like something kind of eerie in it. You know what I mean? Something creepy.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, that's a good one, and me had to think real hard on this. I know.
Oh, matter of fact, let's not do 5. Let's do 3 because 5 can get a little sticky.
Yeah, 5 can definitely get very sticky. So it's like 3 I can definitely do, and that's not too hard to do. 5 is like, yeah, it definitely gets.
It's pushing a little bit.
It's pushing because you have to really think real hard.
Yeah.
Like dig real deep in the crates and stuff like that of how hard it is. Pause. So I know definitely like the Halloween theme is definitely like the Michael Myers Halloween theme, definitely one of my lists.
Oh, like that beat, that doom 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 doom.
Yep.
Like I'm
I'm trying to remember if it's it the Twilight Zone or is it the?
Ooh, dang.
Yeah, because I can't remember if it's the Twilight Zone or it's what was it? Because I can't. I want to say Twilight Zone, but I feel like it might be something else I can't think of. But I can't remember if it's under because I'm thinking like Psycho in my head. That's why.
Okay.
I don't know if I don't know if it's like if it's under the Twilight Zone kind of category or not. But I know those were definitely one that has that eerie moment. And one for funsies because of the fact of like to me personally, it's not eerie, but it has that beat kind of somewhat gives you that kind of like okay, it's not too eerie, but it's interesting. This is Halloween, the Night Before Christmas.
Okay, yeah, no, that's still part of it. Yeah, that's definitely in there. Yeah,
It's like it's not super eerie or anything else, but like you still get that vibe every time you hear it, you know it's like, all right, this is Halloween, but then it also falls in Christmas at the same time, so it's like it can play in both roles because of it.
Yeah, I can see that. See that.
Those are my three.
Okay, all right. So of course I'm gonna get into like the music sort bag with at least two of them, and they're both by Michael Jackson. That's what's crazy. We have Thriller as my number one. Thriller definitely number one because like even without the video, if you can just listen to it and just imagine it and stuff like that, it's really cinematic. Like it tells a story by itself. You don't even need the video just to catch what he was doing on that one. That one was just
especially from start and finish of it.
Yeah. And let me see. The second one is I always feel like somebody's watching me. Now, Michael is actually singing a hook, but it's not his song.
Yep.
I forgot dude's name. I think it was
Rockwell.
Yep. So Mike is singing it, which was crazy. They never like growing up when you see like featured by or featuring and stuff like that. It never said Michael Jackson's name.
Yeah.
Like you have to go to the credits or you have to go to like the actual album and see who's listed as like, what I'm saying, a writing credit or whatever, vocal credits and stuff like that. But as far as like especially like if you see the video or something like that and somebody's playing the song or something like that, they never say Michael Jackson's in it. And you be like, I know that voice. That's Mike. It sound like Mike. And then like later on, finally, it's Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
We knew that. Why y'all just didn't say that? So that's my second one, and of course the organs, and I always feel like somebody that's just Halloweenish all the way around. And then my second one.
And you mean third one?
Oh, my third one. My third one is this one kind of goes a little left field, but it just kind of you got to vibe with me.
I'm curious.
Bone Thugs, Mo Murder. Now the reason why is because really Bone Thugs by itself during like when they were first coming out, they were teetering against the line of horrorcore rap. You know what I'm saying? And so they kind of had like a little beef with 3 6 Mafia, you know what I'm saying, because they was like trying to fight over who made the rapid fire style or who came out with the rapid fire style, and also too the stuff that they were talking about. Of course, 3 6 Mafia always talks about the 666 type stuff, blah blah blah, and they get into that. But at one point, Bone Thugs, I want to say Flesh and Bone, or somebody said on For the Love of Money, the 666 Thugs hop up in the car, we started to blow up. You know what I'm saying? They kind of had like certain eerie elements, even Crossroads to even though we love Crossroads and stuff like that, it has a very eerie feel to it, especially when you watch the video. But of course, it's heartfelt. But Mo Murder if you listen to the beat, it's like doom 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 doom, and it's kind it don't get eerie until you actually learn what they were talking about, what they said, as far as murder and stuff like that, and the red rum and all this other stuff. Like it starts getting more eerie once you listen to the lyrics and know the lyrics, and then know for a fact how my boy Crazy Bone came came in the song. He was like, "Dear Mr. Ouija,"
Oh yeah.
and I was like, "That's one thing I knew growing up. Don't play with no Ouija board. Don't.
Oh yeah.
Don't even. You know what I'm saying?
You're not the only one.
Yeah. So, yeah, that song for me is up there, and I always play it around Halloween. Like I said, it's left field for a lot of people. A lot of people don't get it. You know what I'm saying? They're not catching that. But definitely, me, I'm right there with my horrorcore during this time. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening. Now, people that don't know me, I actually come from a musical family, and I'm related to members of 3 6 Mafia. So, in a sense, I grew up listening to them because of family. You know what I'm saying? So, I kind of listened to them around this time and stuff like that. But I didn't want to put nobody else on that. Like I said, it gets sticky when it comes down to these lists. That's why I said three. Let me go ahead. These are my top three. You know what I mean? So, anyway, so the second icebreaker,
Okay.
top three favorite. Excuse me. Top three favorite movies of all time, which we've done this before, but you know what I'm saying, it's always nice to refresh, because maybe last time we kind of missed out, or it could change over time, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So top three horror, not Halloween,
Yeah.
horror movies of your list. Go.
Ooh, I can definitely throw. I know this one on my list easily. The Final Destination, definitely hands down. Definitely, the Final Destination is hands down. No ifs, ands, or buts on that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Not something with that. It's like you can never go wrong with that series in general, because of the fact that like you never know what happened, especially with this new one that just came out. Where
I still haven't seen it yet.
I still haven't seen it either, and that was one of the things that me and you had seen the previews, and we talked about, and we were like super hyped about it and everything else, because like that was that one movie that said, "Yo, we have to check this out," because of the fact that like we're big fans of that whole like the not what if situation, but it was just like the mystery within of the whole situation.
But like it's the realism of something like that happening.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? It's intriguing.
Yeah, but this one's more of like it's a prequel to basically like to explain everything, like how this all became what it is.
Oh, you talking about the movie? Oh, you talking about
yeah.
the final? Okay, yeah,
The latest one, and the only person I know who actually seen it is my fiance. So she definitely seen it. She actually said she enjoyed it, and I was like, all right, I need to get a chance to watch this. So that's one of them on my list.
Okay.
The second one would have to be. Oh man, and this is like a toss up right now, because again we're in that sticky situation where it's like it's so many you can choose from. But I mean, like I said, Foundation was like definitely on the top of the list. But if I had to choose my second one, I would have to go with Jason. Let's go with Jason.
Okay.
Like I said, it's super.
So
hard.
Friday 13th.
Yeah, Friday the 13th, basically.
All right.
So we'll go there. With that one, and my last one this becomes hard to choose from because there's so many. Let's see. If I had to choose, The Conjuring.
Okay. All right.
Like I said, it's hard. It's super hard to choose. So
Have you seen the latest one?
my fiance seen it. She actually went in theaters to watch that, and she
Oh, okay,
enjoyed it.
okay,
So
okay.
so I like I've seen them before, but I haven't like as it's hard to like go through. And I think the only reason why I think I choose that one because even there's a bunch of other ones, but I think the concept of based on a true story is definitely one of the biggest ones that was hit the ballpark because of the fact of like this actually happened in real life. This could actually, that this is based on a true story. This actually happened. And again, it goes to that, like, the realism of it whatsoever. So it kind of goes in not the same as Final Destination, but it kind of still gives you that this actually happened in real life. So this could still happen regardless. So to have that fear, to give that fear of the realism of it, it's like, all right, it's like, so it's one of those things where like I don't like watching, but I know they're definitely good movies to watch because you get it gives you that fear and it gives you that fear to think like, okay, this could actually really happen, like, watch what happened, like the same thing like you said, like, we don't like mess with Ouija boards and different things like that, so to actually have that is kind of like, ugh. So I get very like skeptical when watching some of that, but my fiance can just watch those with no problem.
Yeah, yeah.
So
All right. So, yeah, I just watched a documentary about Ed and Lorena.
hmm
I'll send you that. I'll send you that documentary. It's
okay.
it's disturbing in different ways than what you think it is. You know what I'm saying? As far as these two. But
I
yeah,
believe you.
no, this something. This left field. This is left field. This had nothing to do with the paranormal. That's what's crazy. That's what's crazy.
No, you and your rabbit holes. I'll say
Oh
that.
no, this ain't even a rabbit hole. This is just facts. Like, you know what I'm saying. Like, basically, if you watch The Conjuring, especially the last one, since this is it's the last Conjuring. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? There's no more of this. Uh, and you wonder about that couple. You
hmm
know what I'm saying? Or because Lorraine was actually alive when they first started making these Conjuring movies and stuff like that. So I think Ed died in '06.
Mm.
Yeah, so Ed died in '06. I don't know if it was from the heart attack. You remember in the movies they always kind of talked about his heart condition.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he necessarily died from a heart attack, but he has had heart attacks. And his grandson actually kind of witnessed him have a heart attack, right in front of him before. But yeah. Basically, yeah, I'll send you that, man. That kind of messed me up. But that's neither here or there. I still love the movies the way I love them. So Conjuring is definitely on maybe like my list, but not my top three.
Yeah.
I would put it up very high though. I would put it
Mhm.
top five. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
Top five or whatever. But number one is what kind of like these movies are kind of like inspired by somewhat. But The Exorcist, you know what I'm saying?
Oh
That would definitely
yeah.
be
Forgot about
that would be my number one.
hmm
Especially for what Exorcist is or was at that time and is, you know what I mean? So
hmm
I gotta go Exorcist number one. Number two, um, the crazy thing about number two is I don't really like putting like newer franchise on my top threes, but I
hmm
kind of got to just based on the fact that a whole genre was made out of this whole, what I'm saying, camera filming the way, what I'm saying, to film this way, but paranormal activity.
Okay. I was wondering where you're going with this one.
The reason why is because, it, of course, the realism of it being like that first person view.
The POV.
You know what I mean? And the uncertainty of what was going down, especially that first one. The first one, the way they had it, the way they made it, it looked like a documentary. It looks like somebody's home videos. And if you believe in spirits and stuff like that, that movie actually kind of made you think like, hey, was this real? You know what I'm saying? Even though like once you look back at it now, like, heck no, that wasn't real. But like when it first came out, especially like when you go into the movies with it, you would have date something like that. Y'all just, you know what I'm saying, Halloween time, y'all doing y'all thing, whatever. The way the movie is, you just like, was that real? You know what I'm saying? And it starts a whole new genre of how to do horror movies, or I don't even want to say they started that point of view frame thing. To be honest, I don't know who started it. I just know Blair Witch Project came out before this did, and that did a great job, but this had a little more substance. Blair Witch, for some reason, it's a trendsetter, so it inspired, Paranormal Activity, but I think Paranormal Activity actually, the first movie, actually captured how to actually do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, especially with like when people were setting up cameras in their houses, that's the perfect plot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Home cams, things of that nature. That's the perfect way to it bridges the line of technology and paranormal. So, you know what I'm saying? I love that. That's number 2. Number 3, it will have to literally be, man, this is crazy. I don't like it, but I'm putting it up there because I've recently watched it more in my older age. I know as a kid, I know I couldn't watch it. Now I'm watching it more like this. You know?
Oh my god. Okay, I'm curious.
But Jesus. It. I am terrified of clowns. And like I said, I could not watch it as a kid or a younger person, but I know for a fact as an adult, the newer it's. The older it's still.
I forgot about it.
The older it still kind of mess with me. You know what I'm saying? It really. I'm a grown ass man, but hey, look, that for some reason, Pennyworth is a grown ass monster. Cause like that is crazy, bro. But yeah. Basically it, and I've been basically kind of getting into like the mythos of it, because Pennyworth is not it. Pennyworth is the body that it took over. If that make any sense, you know what I'm saying. Once I figured out there was a darker lore to it, and it is really a big giant spider, and his arch enemy is a big giant turtle. Exactly. Once you read the novel, yes. It start making sense. Then it's like, dang, but where does this clown come from? And basically, it is like the embodiment of, let's for example, the Green Lantern, storyline.
Okay.
It would be like the living embodiment of the Yellow Lantern Corps, which is fear.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And the turtle would be like creation and stuff like that. I forgot what corp that was. I think that was like blue or something in Green Lantern. But anyway, two forces: destruction and creation. And there's more beings out in the universe. There's more beings like it and like the turtle in this Stephen King universe. Like, you gotta read the books or just listen to the lore and stuff like that. Once I start hearing the lore, I was like, "Woo, thank you." So it's not just a clown going around eating kids. First of all, that's crazy. But it is not the reason why I'm scared of clowns. There's another reason. That took me a long time. But I will have to put it because it got interesting. As you see, I'm interested now. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's number 3 for me. So our third icebreaker, which is crazy. We have 3, and we're 30 minutes within our show right now.
Yeah.
But our third icebreaker is, what is your top 3 Halloween moments of you being jump scared during Halloween or October? Let's just go October. What is your top 3 jump scare moments? And this is just like stories, you know what I'm saying? The stories about our you know what I'm saying, lives, or whenever you got jumps. It can be a video that jump scared the mess out of you or something like that during around this time. But what was your top 3 jump scared moments in your life?
Now this one's gonna be very hard to do, and I really mean this because I had to either dig deep into my psyche to actually remember something, and usually this is one of those things I have to do, so it's kind of hard to do. So yeah, you make this one a little bit more challenging for me to do. I don't really have much. It's like I kind of have the ideas in my brain, but it's like they're just. I don't think I have like any like stories of it. Maybe one, but it's hard to like do this. So I will try the best of my abilities. So please bear me, everyone, as I do this. I think I know one of a jump scare, and I think let me see if I remember. I can definitely say like I think my first time going to Netherworld. I think first time going to First time going to Netherworld. This was actually at the old location.
Yeah, the one in Norcross.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the one in Norcross. Was my first time actually getting jump scare. That was like a while back. So I can definitely say that because I never been to Netherworld. I actually want to try it out. I went with my fiance, so it was our first time going. She lived like in Norcross over there, so she wasn't too far from it. So we drove, checked it out, and everything else. I think as we were like going through the whole event and everything, because since that place was I think it was like a factory. I think it was.
It used to be a mattress warehouse.
Yeah, it was I can't remember what it was, but yeah, it was we can bring it up. So that was so as we were going through the whole thing. I think after we got done, I think around we went into the second building. So like
so you went to the main
main,
and then you went to the special event.
Yeah, the special event. So when we went to the special event, that's when I ended up getting that jump scare more than I expected. So I was like, yeah, because
the second was crazy.
Yeah, the second one's always crazy because you never know what it is.
What theme it is.
Exactly. Yep. So that was one of my jump scares there. My second one. Let's see if I remember this one. So my second jump scare was back home in California, and I don't remember how old I was at the time when this happened. So I don't remember exactly what happened, but I know my cousin is a big fan of like just scaring people, just joking around, scaring people, stuff like that. So she always like, comes around joking with people and everything else. And she's like, "Pow!" I'm like, "What the heck?" So she does it a lot, and she does it with my grandmother too. So like when she jokes around, so then I guess I was sort of like, I think I was just like sitting down, like playing a game or something, just mind my own business, at my grandmother's house, mind my own business. And at the time, I think we were actually in, where were we? I'm trying to think. I think we were in Whittier, California, I believe. So at the time, because my grandma had a pool and everything else, so I was in the room displaying, or no, not in the room. I was actually in the living room, like playing everything else in the dark, and I was playing Silent Hill in the process of it. So yeah, so this is me getting into Silent Hill, and this is like at night, and my cousin stayed over, and I was just like playing my own business, like okay, and again, playing Silent Hill is not one of the funniest things in the world, especially when you're not a big fan. Like Resident Evil's fine, but Silent Hill is just like it's one of my things I don't like playing. I'm just playing it, and as I'm playing at night, it's like 11 o'clock at night, closing to midnight. I'm just still playing. Like okay, I'm trying to stop. Like I need to stop. This is too much. So then I put the controller down. I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to bed. So I'm like, this is getting too much. So I go. As I'm walking and going to the room, she comes hides in the corner of the room and then just scares the crap out of me. I was like, what the? I'm like, ugh. I was like, what the heck? I was like, nah, we ain't doing this. So yeah, that was my second jump scare for that one.
All right.
Let's see. I think. And this is actually funny. I'm going to use this one. This was not even on Halloween. This was like during I think summertime. So, and this was actually a little bit of a jump scare because of the things that me and my friends were doing at the time. So, we were at Anime Expo in California, and this was actually the time where Anime Expo was actually was across the street from Disneyland. Mm-hmm. So it was in Anaheim. So at the time, me and my friends, got to meet that I used to work at and everything else, which I'm still good friends with. We was going around. It was late night and everything else. So we were walking around the whole convention center. So some of the areas are blocked off. You can't do anything whatsoever. Mm-hmm. So as we were running around there, we're just kind of exploring the whole convention at night, where certain areas you can't go. So we go to certain areas that are blocked off. We get into them whatsoever and just goof off, whatever, just explore. And sure enough, as we're running everything else, so then we're trying to get away and stuff trying to get away and stuff, then cops are chasing us. Mm-hmm. So at the time, while they're chasing us, we're trying to run and get the heck, what the heck's going on? Then I'm somewhere else at the time, and I'm trying to figure yo, what's going on? And I was like, okay. So as I'm trying to figure out why y'all running, what's going on, so then all of a sudden I turn around, what's going on? A hand basically grabs my shoulder. I'm and then I was I was starting to run, and then all of a sudden the cops stop me, hey, what are you doing here? And I'm yeah. I was just walking around and my friends just ran off. I was trying to figure out why they were running, and then I got super scared because I was am I getting in trouble for something that I didn't know was happening? So it was it kind of it shocked me a little bit at the same time, but it was I hope I didn't get in trouble for this. I was just walking around, so it was one of those situations. So this was and this was during the summer, so. So yeah, that was my 3 jump scare situation right there for me.
All right, so let's see. My number 1 jump scare. This is crazy. I don't know what the hell we were doing. Let's see.
There it is.
Sandstorm. What's going on, Sandstorm?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yep. So we're doing our icebreakers right now. I'm in the middle of saying we actually had 3 of them, but we're not going to go back over the other 2. We'll let you do this this last one or whatever. But right now we're doing top 3 jump scares of all time in your life that happened to you. So Noto just went through his. I'm about to go through mine. My first one. I don't know what the hell we was thinking. It was college. We had went through this haunted. Well, okay, so there was this building for some reason that was still on the college campus. I forgot the name of this building, but it was kind of run down. It was one of the older buildings or whatever like that. Mm-hmm. And I think over time it became a little freak off place or something like that. Then over time it became where the stoners go. Then over time it became something else and whatever. But regardless, every time somebody made it something, there was always something crazy that happened in that building that was dealing with the paranormal, right? So, I believe, now this is my freshman year. I believe, let me see. It was actually during Halloween. Me and my classmate or my dorm mates and stuff like that, we had the bright idea to go to this building and do some ghost hunting because we heard there were stories of people that committed, deletion up there or whatever like that. There was a ghost in there, there was things in there, there was spirits in there, and honestly, I must say there was something there because it did. You felt the heaviness when you came up in there or when you walked past the building. But for some reason, we had the bright idea. There was a back door, bottom basement door or something, right, where we can go in. We broke in there. We got in there. We went through there. I don't know if I don't know if they did this on purpose, like some of the upperclassmen and stuff like that. But literally, they told us like, oh no, that's always open, that's always broken and stuff like that. They lock it, but we during Halloween we go in there and pop the lock for y'all. Y'all can just go in there whenever y'all want to. So that's exactly what we did. So we go in and we're exploring. Now the steps, they have steps. Now we're in the basement part. But we didn't go down to the basement. We at the entry of the basement, going to the upstairs and going to the downstairs. Like that's where this entry is. So we look at the basement and say, hell no. So we go upstairs, we walk upstairs or whatever. And as we walking upstairs, okay, we starting to see little street lights and all that. We are all right, cool, we good. But it's still creepy. It smells crazy in there. It smells just old, decay, and decrepit, and it just Anyway, we start walking up there. Now we're trying to get to the top stairs, upstairs, because there's a rumor that at the very top there's a room that's actually haunted. That's where somebody hung himself. So we were like, let's visit that room. So as we going up there or trying to get up there, the stairs is actually broken. Like there's a gap in the stairs and it's broken. We had to literally climb and jump and try to, get on the stairs or whatever right there. So I get up there. I was the second one. My homeboy, he got up there first. I got up there second. My homeboy behind me cut his leg. So he went back down. There was two girls with us. They was like, oh, nah, we ain't finna do that. And there was some other dudes. I forgot who they were, but they was on some purpose stuff. Oh yeah, we'll help you up. You know what I'm saying? We'll push you up, right? So they pushing the girls up, and we trying to help them up and stuff like that. My homeboy, they cut his legs. I'm gonna stay down here. So I was like, all right. So I'm thinking why are you staying down there? What's going on?
Right.
So we get up. Now now the stairs is normal. We able to go all the way up to the top floor. We go to that room. It felt heavy in that room. So definitely something was there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even finna say if we saw anything or not. I'm just gonna keep it at that. So we dang, dog, no, this ain't right. We gotta get up out of here, right? So we about to head back out. Now, mind you, all of us forgot my homeboy stayed back because he quote unquote cut his legs. So we all right, cool. All right, we got to get over this gap. We got to get over this gap and stuff like that where the stairs is broke. We forget that this man has stayed back. So for some reason, I'm always second. My homeboy, he jumps over first. Boom, cool. I'm about to jump over. Boom, I jump over. Now, y'all thought I was going to get scared, right? You thought he was going to jump out on me. Nah. This man waits until it's the girl's turn. Because, everybody about to, come on. We all horny little teenagers and stuff. Come on. I reach up, trying to grab one of the girls, you know, like trying to help her down. This fool is actually in that space, that gap space. Somehow they got in there. He went just like this, right? Like his hand, and grabbed her on her chest. It was like, and I saw his hand go up. I was like, what the? And she's like, ah! I'm talking about, I was like, oh my God. Dude, that was the craziest to see a hand come out of nowhere, just like that, bruh. I almost,
Man,
I almost shit myself. I excuse my friend. That was crazy because his hand just came out of just think pitch black, and then out of nowhere emerges a hand. Like that was insane. So that was like my first. That's like my top jump scare. That was crazy. It was a perfect setting. All this other stuff. That whole night we were jump scaring everybody. Like we were just running around the campus for no reason. People were sitting up here like opening up their doors. They're hearing like what's going down. Like they're hearing like people running. They'll open their doors and see us run like and then they'll be all scared and start running too. Or they'll just one girl. She got scared, so scared she turned around and knocked herself out. And like hit herself on it.
yeah.
So we were just on some bull that night. It was Halloween, so you know what I mean. So that was cool. But my second jump scare would definitely be I went into my grandparents' basement. Now their basement, Sandstorm. I don't know if you remember the basement that we had the Christmas tree in and stuff like that.
It was
you know how
yesterday.
creepy. Yeah. Remember how creepy that was? There was a crawl space as soon as you get downstairs to the left. There's just like. You know what I'm saying? This little crawl space area, right? So that's always been creepy, and I never knew what was in there because it was just dark. For some reason, I had to go downstairs to get something for my grandma. Now, I didn't know my granddad was down there already.
Right.
My granddad, for some reason, he's underneath that crawl space getting something for my grandma. My grandma was like, she was just like ordering everybody to get stuff. He's in that crawl space getting something for my grandma. I'm getting something for my grandma. I get whatever I need to get. I think it was in the freezer. I think she wanted like a popsicle or something like that, something crazy. But anyway, he didn't say anything at all. I get that popsicle. I'm about to walk up the stairs. Sandstorm, remember how the stairs was just wood? just gaps and planks of wood, right? There really wasn't no structure to it. It was just wood. And you could see, like, down where the crawl space was. How come I saw nothing but his face in that crawl space looking at me, just staring at me? Staring at me through that crawl space, through the little stairs or something. And he was up there like, and I looked and I was like, ah! Man, that is the most, man. And he would start laughing. He was laughing so hard, he was farting and stuff, man. You know how old people is when they fart, man. So, man, that was like my second one. That was, I don't know why he was in that crawl space. I don't know what he was getting, because he came out dirty and all that. I'm like, what did she want you to get? And why was you just there, just looking at you? Didn't say nothing. You just
Right.
So, my third one was in Netherworld, and I think it was like the Evil Doctor attraction or something.
Oh.
Yeah, I believe it was like the evil, like it was like doing like the Evil Doctor thing or whatever like that. And there was this doctor that just, as you walking through that little attraction thing, right? There's like people that pops up like ha ha ha, but there's this one particular doctor that was in the corner, and he was sitting up here like operating in his table and stuff like that. He turned around, and his side of his face was gone, and the way he did it, I wasn't expecting it because I was so into like what was he operating on. I was like, dang, what is that? Because like you couldn't see what it was. It was like in a like a black cloth, like you know, like or a black bag, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like the little. It was covered, so he was like, yeah, and he turned around like Michael Jackson on Thriller and was like, shoo, and his face was like, shoo. I was like, oh. And then when he did that, there was another person that jumped out like, did the doctor see? I was like, what in the world? I was like, what in the world? Dog, that was crazy to me because I was like, that's one of my fears is having surgery and waking up and you getting operating on by a zombie. Really having surgery, period, is one of my fears. I kind of scared of that. But you getting operated on by like an alien or a zombie or something crazy, and they doing stuff to you. You can't do nothing because you sedated and you know what I'm saying, tied up. Yeah, that's one of my fears. So just to even see that messed me up, man. So that was my third jump scare. So Sandstorm, what is your top 3?
Dang. So I'm gonna say first and foremost, I always keep myself out of harm's way. Jump scares, man. So if I had to really think about it, one of the things that I'm really like really deathly afraid of is is bats. Like I don't do bats. Bats is not my thing. And I know I've told this story like a half a jillion times. At least not on the podcast, but at least to like my closer friends and families and stuff like that. We had it was my senior year of high school. You know, it's towards the end of the year. You know, you done made it finally. You don't care about nothing. You don't even care about going to school. And my mom had this rule. You know, if you were doing good in school towards the end of the year, you still had to go to school, but you didn't have to go to school every day. And so it was one of the days that I picked that I didn't have to go to school. And I was laying downstairs in our basement on this I don't know if you were around for the long brown couch, but it was basically for the long brown couch.
Yeah.
And she was doing laundry. And so she had been like all day. So like all day I've been laying on this couch watching Cartoon Network and everything, kind of going in and out. And so like I'll like wake up, I'll see her put some laundry on the side of the couch and everything. I'll fall back asleep, wake up, kind of do this all day, right? And so I remember like waking up, she was like, all right, I'm about to go upstairs and call it a night. Here's all the rest of your laundry, but yada yada yada, right? And so I'm laying there and I see all this laundry and like I'm looking up and it's a black sock, sitting above me, and I'm like, okay, like that's all my underwear, my socks and stuff like that. And as soon as it got dark, that black sock transformed into a bat. and before I could really like react to it, like it stretched, and as soon as I was like, it was like I'm like, ah! Like the Kevin Hart with the nets. Ah! Ah! One of those moments.
Man.
There's a bat in my face, and ever since then I've been like, like I got up out of there so quick. You know what I'm saying? And standing at the top, like we don't know how my mom's like house is set up. Like standing at the top of the steps where the kitchen's at, but you can look downstairs and just see the middle gap, like the middle area of the basement, and just sitting there, just like watching, like, and watching that mug go, and running away. You know what I'm saying? It's a bat downstairs.
Hey, you know what's to scare me about your house?
What?
Was your laundry room? Remember how the laundry room was over here?
Oh, on the left side? Yeah.
Yeah, and then I think it was like the bathroom on this side or something like that.
It's the laundry room on the left side, and then on the right side is the like the storage area. Yeah. But it's got that cross space in the storage area.
Yeah. That used to That used to creep me out.
Yeah, I was good. So that's like actually my second one is I was actually good with the crawl space for a very long time. I to the point where I like obviously Vito been around for a lifetime. But I used to have like a train set in there and used to like play my trains in the crawl space, and it was like nothing but cement ground.
Yeah.
It had like maybe some shelves down there, but it like flowed all the way to the back of the house. And there was only lights in the front portion of it. So like the back portion, you really couldn't tell. You know what I mean? This was the first time that I ever thought I ever saw a rat in my life. And so like I'm down there, you know, minding my business, playing my little train set and everything, getting down. Mom calling for me. I ain't listening because this is my new clubhouse. You know what I mean? And out of nowhere, all I hear is, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, what is that? What is that noise? And I look back, and I thought it was at first. I thought it was a person. So how this crawl space works is it's not like a regular door. It's how would you describe that? It's like a plank. It's like a thin piece of wood that covers over like the room, the entrance to the room, on some like scary people type stuff.
Yeah,
like,
that's kind of. Was that a hatch or?
Yeah. But you
yeah.
can but it's not on a hinge. You can just fully take that mug off.
Yeah.
And so like I could see the crawl, and it looked like a person, like the crawl. And I ain't never screamed so loud in my life. Next to the bat, the bat was probably louder than that. But like, you know, a pubescent kid with the high pitched scream, ah! You know, one of those. My mom thought I done found a dead body or something. So that was crazy, man. Actually, I got an honorable mention. So in the back of my mom's house. Why is all this stuff dealing with my mom's house? But I'm okay.
Because your mom's house was creepy, bro.
Yo, so extra honorable mention. On top of the honorable mention, in the back of my mom's house, and her three seasons porch is ironically the most disturbing picture. And you know what I'm talking about. And you know what I'm talking. He knows what I'm talking about. That's why I'm bringing it up. It's I actually finally went back there as being older to see exactly what it was, because it was always creepy to walk up to it. It's a mirror, but like in the mirror is a picture of a like a pirate ship, if you would. And so. And the pirate ship is like rough waves and everything. Like it's like a pirate ship about to sink. But like the closer you get to that area, it just feels different. Like we don't know what I'm talking about. It feels different when you get up that way.
You know what's funny? When we were young, that used to be our play area.
Yeah.
And then the older we got, it just started getting creepier and creepier, and then your mom kept putting stuff out there. It got creepy.
Yeah. So like we never after a while we never used to go out there. You know what I'm saying? It was just weird. But to my honorable mention is we actually had some woods in the back of our house.
Oh boy.
So there was a church. So there's 3 churches behind our house. There's a Catholic church. I don't know what the middle church is, and then a
Methodist.
Oh, Methodist. Thank you. And then a Jehovah's Witness church next to that. And so, between the Methodist and the Jehovah's Witness church is a patch of woods. And I remember being back there. That was like my area to do my imaginary play. You know, like just play around, have my adventures and all that. And I remember like it was yesterday, Like I was out there playing my little Zelda with the sticks and everything, and then out of nowhere I hear, "Fa-foom." You know what I'm saying? And it was a guy that like I ain't never seen like on my block or like anywhere, and like he just jumped down from the tree and just had this most like not on some like weird pedophile type stuff, but just like that look my man's had on in Home Alone. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no.
Yeah. So I once again in my pre-puberty stage screamed all the way home. But that time actually my dad was actually with us, and so he went back there to go check it out and was like, "Yeah, ain't nobody back there." And I'm like, "I know what I saw." Um, but yeah, so shout outs to that. But my biggest jump scare actually um is we have this bar. It's still around today, but they don't do it anymore. They do haunted house stuff. And I remember taking my girl, her mom actually worked at the bar. So we got to go into the haunted house for free. And so like one thing I really don't like haunted houses. Um which is so crazy because Jess Brooks, I don't think she's trying to get us to go to a haunted house, but she likes like scary stuff, and I'm not huge on it. I'm not like I hate it or anything like that. I just prefer not to watch scary stuff because it's not my cup of tea. Though I will. But anyway, so we go into this haunted house. Got my lady on my arm. I'm like, oh, it's not gonna really be that bad. Plus, I know a lot of these people in here. So it's gonna be okay. We'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? And we get into the first area. It's clowns. I don't really care about clowns. Clowns don't really do nothing for me. I get the smile and like, hey, what's up? How you doing? And he's like, I'm good. How are you?
Nope. Nope.
So we go into the second room, and this one caught me. It was like a guy who was sitting in an electric chair, and like the electric chair went off, so I had the loud like popping noise, and he's like, "Ah!" You know what I'm saying? Like that caught me because we was going around the corner. The one that caught me the worst was we were sitting or when we came through that area, and the next area it was like kind of like a hallway, but it had like you couldn't really tell, but there was actually like curtains, and so like people were like running in between them like as you were walking up, and you couldn't really see their faces. They were all like robed, and I'm like, okay, okay, all right, okay. Doing like a little dodge move, you know what I'm saying? And we get into this one room, and it's all perfectly slanted to the side, like right. And in the corner, this little girl in the ball, like slowly, like like stands up in the corner. She got her head down and everything. And I didn't mention, it's not just me. It's like me and like some of my boys too, and their girl. So we like, bro, we black. Why are we here? why are we even doing this? We're like, man, bro, we just gotta listen. We just gonna have to tiptoe around her, and then get up out of here. So like, it's a square room, right? But it's slanted, right? So we came in through one way, and the door is like closer to her, but it's like kind of like in a corner. You know what I mean?
Oh no.
And so we tried to like slide over on the side, you know, trying to be like real easy. And she goes, huh? But she don't look all the way around. So all you see is like the hair. And she's like, huh? And we're like, and so she get to walking. And so like we trying to walk the other way. You know what I'm saying? Like she walking against the wall. So we trying to walk against the wall the other way. And then she stands right in front of the exit of the door.
Oh
With her head
no.
down. And we're like, bro. I'm about to go the other way. We about to turn around and walk back. And so as we turn around, like the door behind us closed. Like, and so now she like is like moving real slow, like close to us.
Oh no.
The
Oh.
brothership after that point was done. We was not on the same team no more. It was every man for himself with his girl. You know what I'm saying? I'm the only one who left my girl behind. Like I told her to come on. I told her to let's go. You gonna need to follow me. But she didn't get left all the way behind. It was my boy, because we kind of tried to split her off. It was multiple of us. So like she can only get one of us at a time. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so like I made it out, but like as I like went past her, she was like, "You're next," and I'm like,
No.
right. Like later, you know, that was probably one of the biggest jump scares for me, because like I'm not huge on, like I said, I'm not huge on scary movies and stuff like that. And at that time, that was like close when not the Saw. What is that movie called? With the video cassette. Dang, what is that movie?
Paranormal Activity.
No, the girl comes out of the well.
The Ring.
The Ring. Thank you. That was like right when around the Ring coming out. And so I'm like, we black. There is no reason for us to be here. Why do we put ourselves in this situation?
Yeah, good question.
But yeah, so like later down the road, like I said, like all of them were, you know, part of her mom's job. And so like the girl, you know, now I can say it because we're not together. She was cute. And she was like, hey, she's like, how did it go? And I'm like, you know, it was all right. You know, I was a little bit scared, but I wasn't really that scared. And she was like, are you sure you weren't really that scared? And I was like, yeah. I was like, I held my own. I said, who lied to you? She was like, oh, nobody. She was like, I just figured, you know, you were next. And I'm like, it was you. It was you. So she was dying, you know, it was like, yeah, I got you good, didn't I? I was like, I ain't never going back there again. And I never did. But yeah, those were my top 3 jump scares, man. I don't play around with haunted houses. Where Vito might punch you, don't back me against the wall, because I will tend to swing too. But my first thought is like, run, Negro, you ain't gonna win. You ain't gonna win, you know what I'm saying? That ain't real Jason. That's real Jason. You know what I mean? Like, run, get out of there. But if my back against the wall,
Oh my God.
so yeah.
All right, so that'll do it for our icebreaker, which was a very long one. You know what I'm saying? But hey, that's what we're here for. You know what I'm saying? We're here to talk some stories, because these stories are interesting, especially the time when I was at Sandstorm's house, And remember that little dog y'all used to have?
Oh,
Y'all used to
Petey.
keep it on that. Y'all used to keep Petey in the porch.
Yeah, Petey. Yep.
Oh no.
I don't know if I told you this, but there was one time me and my mom came over. We was in the kitchen, and remember I said, that little room used to be our playroom.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, I thought, what I'm saying, maybe I can go in there and some toys or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Petey was in there.
Oh yeah.
Open that door. He used to bite too.
Yeah, Petey was a guard dog. Guard dog. He don't play that.
That dog.
He wouldn't let you pick him up. He wouldn't let you. Like, he was an old man, like an old grumpy man. You couldn't pick him up. You couldn't mess with him. Pet him for a little bit. That's about it. And he was not loyal. I will tell you that. Let that door be open and he was free. He was out of there.
Yeah. Petey was that deal, man. Petey was that. I want Petey's mentality on my dog now with her size. You know what I'm saying? Because she a lover. Like, she ain't finna. I got a pit that just want love on everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's just.
Yeah.
You can't even intimidate nobody. You just. Hey. You want to play? No, I need to be a Petey.
Yeah, little dog syndrome. That's what it was.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why he was thriving. He had little dog syndrome.
Yeah. Because,
and he would walk around big dogs and be like, "What's up, though?"
Yeah. What up, though?
This is my space. So I run this. You just live here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he used to run that house, bro. He used to run that house.
Yeah.
That's why he was out. That's why he's on the porch.
Yeah. Right. Boy, it was bad.
Bad dog. But definitely shout out to y'all for y'all stories, man. That definitely was going down memory lane. No, those yours was definitely interesting, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's get into some what we missed. So last week, Tron 3, that's what I want to call it, Tron 3, Tron Ares, released. I don't know if there's a score. I've been trying to find a score for the last couple minutes. But that's...
I don't know if there's a score either, and I haven't heard, like, a whole lot about it, but what I have heard is that, like...
people are saying they don't like it.
Yeah, people are saying that they don't like it. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't looked too deep into why they don't like it, because I don't like when people put impressions on me on that level. You know what I mean? I don't want to go in and be like, oh, yeah, I see what they're saying. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of want to make that thought out for myself. But it's kind of crazy that people are not liking it when the trailer looked like it was going to be something. So
I think what's funny is I was hearing somebody discuss it about, like, it's having terrible reviews and stuff like that. And it's mainly because people weren't caught up tremendously. Like, they didn't know about the events that happened in the very first Tron, not Tron Legacy, but the very first Tron.
Oh, the original Tron, the 80s Tron. Okay.
So I think they reintroduced certain characters along with the Legacy stuff, but I think there were some unanswered questions on the Legacy stuff, because in the trailer you don't see the son and that girl that came out of the computer with him.
Yeah.
I think people were like, what happened to them? And I don't know if that actually gets answered or whatever, but it's a lot of confusion, basically. It's basically going in it if you really did not catch up, before it came out, you really don't know what's going on. So I think I've been hearing a lot of people that's criticizing it is people that really haven't watched the other, movies. You know what I'm saying? They just see some neon lights and something that look cool with some neon bikes and stuff, and not really knowing the contents of what's really going down.
That makes a lot of sense, though.
Yeah.
I think that movie came out in 2000.
10,
Okay,
11 or 10.
I think it might be. I think it might be 11 because I think I may have had my son already.
Okay, yeah.
But either way, like, so like we've talked about this before, Vito and I, that Tron has up until this point been a generational thing anyway. The first one coming out in the 80s. Then we had one where like technology has like really
Evolved.
like fully matured into like what it is in the 2010s, right? And then we've got this one where like it's kind of matured again, right? To a level of like the AI level, right?
Yeah.
So I think with thinking of that, like, and I've told people this before, like who wanted to see that in the first place. I'm like, have you watched Tron 1? And they're like, no. And I'm like, have you seen the second one? And they're like, I might have. I'm like, like you could probably maybe get away with a very few things of just watching the second one, but you really have to watch the first one to really understand what's going on.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, well, is it good? And I'm like, it is good, but also understand that
It was the 80s.
yes, it is, and it very much is that, like, dated, acting dated, graphics dated, like
Hey, Jeff Bridges as Clue when he got hit by one of those destroyers. He's like, oh,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? What? Like,
I was like, bro, are you serious, Jeff? I didn't know you can do that.
yeah, like it's crazy how dated that movie is. It's still a great movie, but also too the pacing, because it is a different time, is also really dated. So it's it's, for all intents and purposes, you can't have a young kid watch it because they will get bored very fast.
Oh yeah.
But the story is phenomenal, and that's kind of the problem. One of the things that I wish they would have done is given it a remaster, like that remaster effect. You know what I mean? For the younger kids, so they could get into Ares, and they didn't do that. Which, I mean, at this point, it is what it is. But at the same time, if you didn't watch either one of those movies and then you tried to jump in this movie, yeah, of course, absolutely, 1,000%, you weren't going to understand it. And I would even dare to venture to say that a lot of stuff in that movie, not only would you not understand it, you would probably think it was stupid and made no sense of why it was like that. Because I'm assuming by this time, seeing all the stuff that's happening, to a person from the outside looking in, they would think, oh, they just decided that was going to happen just because. No, actually, some things had to happen in order for that to happen. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm really intrigued to see it myself now that it's gotten bad reviews, because I want to know why. And if the reason is because you actually didn't do the homework, then that brings in a new conversation. Actually, a similar conversation that we have about video games, but that's a whole nother topic. But it does, but it really is really relevant, right? Like, now we got reviewers who are younger than us who probably didn't watch this kind of stuff, and now they're trying to base it off of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, that's kind of my take on it. It's unfortunate. I really hope that it is a good movie, because I think we've been waiting for a very long time to see this movie and jump back into the Tron universe outside of Kingdom Hearts. So yeah, look, we'll see.
Yeah. No, what you think about that news?
I'm kind of on the same page with Sandstorm on that one. But the fact that like we don't really know the reason behind of why it has bad reviews and everything else. But again, I do agree that if you have not really seen the first one, and again, yes, it's outdated with everything from now, from the 80s all the way to what 2025. So a lot has changed. So, but again, like if I take a prime example, if Obadiah was mainly like say 9 or 10, pretty much. Like if he was at the age at that time, trust me, he would not understand the first Tron whatsoever. Definitely hands down. Like I'll have to try to with him to get into it or anything else. But again, like I said, I can't force something in. You can't force something into a child. That's something that to make him understand something.
Yeah.
You know? So, again, I am curious about watching the new one. I just haven't got a chance to get around to checking it out or anything to see like the hype and whatever's going on, or if there was a hype. Just kind of see what happens with that. But I really am curious about. Like I said, I am curious about why it has bad reviews. That's really a good question to that. So.
Yeah, that is.
Vito, did you watch it? Did you see it yet?
No.
Okay.
But one thing I can say is Disney's marketing it sucked this time around.
Oh yeah,
like big
I agree.
time. And honestly, it sucked even back in 2010 or 2011, whenever the second one came out, and even in the 80s when they first made Tron. You know what I'm saying? So their undertone on this franchise is really not really that important. It's just a little something to scrape up on the sides. It's really
definitely that.
Yeah, this is really like one of their answers, or not even answers, but it just kind of plays into the genre of Star Wars, trying to make their own type of Star Wars. Even the cover of the first Tron, of how like dude was just standing there with the light disc
holding it up
in his hand, like is very very it mimics Luke holding up the lightsaber, you know, on the first one, you know, stuff like that. So this is definitely a movie from the jump that is for nerdy nerds that love to get into mythologies and technology at the same time. It's meant for a specific audience. It's not always meant for everyone. Just because it got neon lights and tight suits doesn't mean that this is the popular in thing for everybody. But it's definitely meant for a demographic of certain people that's interested in like the Matrix type stuff.
Yeah.
Matrix, Star Wars, things like those types of trilogies. This is meant for that, but Disney don't know what they have. They're almost missing the fact that you have a great storyline for both Trons. I don't know about Ares. I haven't heard any plot points on that, but the first one getting sucked up into a world, Isekai pretty much. Getting sucked up in a world where you pretty much get summoned, like the computer summons you. You get, you know what I'm saying, and you're the actual creator of this world, and you get put in this world, and you can like interact with them, and you see this whole little situation go down, like this whole little world, like it's a world building. It's mythos building. It's
kind of like if you ever watched Ant-Man, is it the third Ant-Man? The third Ant-Man where he goes into like he gets shrunk down so small that there's like a whole nother world, a whole nother universe. It's kind of on that same thought, like he's traveling into the computer world or the computer realm, to the point where there's actual like living beings in this world that nobody actually knew about. He gets digitized, and so like
well, actually, it's like he gets digitized in those computer programs that he created that we just think like an app, like right now, this right here we're using. In that world is actual a person.
Yeah.
So like whatever
ROM
this
is
was.
ROM is a person. RAM is a person. CPU is a person. Like,
Yep.
and so like they're used to they do the functions that they do, right? But
Mm-hmm.
they're actual people instead of like, you know, just machines or whatever, which is
Yeah.
kind of crazy because you know who actually borrowed from that whole theme? Now that we're talking about it,
Who?
Reboot.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah.
that was the whole premise of Reboot. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
but that's a testament to like how cool Tron was.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but you know, people want the same old stuff these days.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
And
But
then,
anyway,
then
go ahead.
the second one definitely it actually opened up the door for whatever they're doing now.
Mm-hmm.
But within that world there were actually sentient beings, ones
Yeah.
of like native of that were created. Like they didn't like the computer or the creator didn't create those
Yeah.
beings. They actually existed in there and they were sentient and it was self
What were they
thought, you know
called?
what I'm saying?
Isomorphs?
Yeah, isotopes, isomorphs, something like
Yeah.
that. And pretty much like they will be the equivalent of AI consciousness, real AI consciousness,
Yeah.
not one that we created, something that the computer actually created itself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As a sentient being.
Yeah.
And then I'm guessing this third one is definitely about how that AI is able to break loose from its shell and get into
Yeah.
the real world and dominate.
And that's I think that's part of the one that's like so curious to me because like you said, they don't show Sam, the son who took out the girl into the real world, and she was like basically she had all the answers to like the mysteries of the world, like, you know, how to solve cancer and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
And so like when they brought her back into this world, like what happened at that point? What happened to them? You know, like
Yeah.
what was going on? We only see this Ares guy. And so like, is this a situation? So like what happens in between Tron 1 and 2? I'm not going to give away the whole thing, but the basis is the person who put what's his name in the Tron world in the first place, in the
Master
second
Computer.
one, yeah. So the one who Master Computer was kind of manipulating, his son becomes the CEO, not the CEO.
Yeah, basically what happened was like when Flynn got sucked back up, pause, into the computer in the 90s, I believe. The company by default, since Sam was like too young, it went back to the original. Okay, so it's weird because the first one. So there were so this dude named Alan and Kevin Flynn, they make this computer world and this computer program, right? Within this computer programming, it's like it's for like data stock. It's like stock trading type thing, right? Within it lives this world of, you know, Tron or whatever like that. What's also in that coding is something a computer game that Flynn made, which is called Tron. You know what I'm saying? Which, you know, he has an arcade where he showcases that, yeah, I made this video game too. So blah blah blah. So the guy that took the data, or how they even got into a situation was like Alan and Flynn went to a business guy. They had a business friend or whatever like that, and he basically made their product go live and get money, and basically he became like the CEO and locked Alan and Flynn out, right?
Yeah.
So he's actually essentially, I forgot dude's name, but he is essentially like the CEO, and he made the master computer program where it was able to like counteract Flynn and Alan's like program programs. But Alan actually made a kill safe, which is Tron, and Tron is like the ultimate program that will pretty much, help save and delete the master computer stuff, right? But that guy that made the master computer in the second one, his son actually took over that company, and I think they were doing something with that company basically where he still owned it, but he didn't have he had no idea about this world and the computer and what his dad went through and stuff like that and how it was going. But he had that money and he had that company because Sam kept disappearing because he wanted to find his dad.
Because they claimed that he was dead, or that he went missing or whatever. His stock shares, Sam's had the highest stock share, so he was still the owner of the company. But even though he was the owner of the company, the board had basically locked him out of making any real decisions.
Right. So that's kind of where we are on this third one. Evidently, the family's back, but I think the son found out found out about Master Computer and found there was a backup, like an anti-Tron area. So that's where it kind of, what I'm saying. Which I'm like, with all of that being said, and you hearing what we saying, how the heck did y'all grade that?
Yeah, that's
up. That's crazy. Let's get into some other news real quick. Ryan Coogler is set to be making his version of the X-Files series, and he's talking to Danielle Deadwiller. I guess that's the lady from the Harriet Tubman movie that played Harriet Tubman in that one movie, more recent movie. I forgot what year that came out, but if you see her, you'll know exactly okay, that lady. But she's set to play or be in talks of playing in that new X-Files Ryan Coogler series coming out.
Okay.
Okay, so DC Studios is for sale.
Yeah. Didn't they also show that WB was trying to sell themselves too?
Yeah.
WB for a while. There's been rumors about them trying to sell, and in the midst of that, they're trying to get rid of a lot of their properties and stuff. And the DCU or not DCU, the DC Studios is definitely up for grabs. So
interesting. That doesn't surprise me though.
Possible sale of company. Yeah.
I think what people are expecting is Paramount to pick them up. That will be the best situation, especially for James Gunn that just took over the DCU. To go over there to Paramount. Paramount would kind of honor what's going down anyway. You know what I'm saying? As far as like they'll let you do your own thing. Like whatever you was doing, keep doing it.
Yeah.
We might add in suggestions and stuff like that and try to make it better, or whatever, how to push this product, but keep it moving. But yeah, WB was actually they're I don't know if they're bankrupt or something. I think we actually talked about it here one time.
I think they're really struggling right now, and the only thing that's really been
keeping them afloat is DC.
Yeah, because they have Harry Potter and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
But even then, I think that's also why we're seeing the Harry Potter remake stuff coming out so much earlier than any of us think it needs to be shown. Is because DC really is struggling in that on that forefront, right? So which is really unfortunate, because I also think that another people's that would go good for DC would be Universal, since the Harry Potter stuff is literally at Universal's own place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think Paramount would be a good pick for them. I'm kind of curious if they separate their assets Because WB also has like the gaming studio as well. They have like I said, the Harry Potter stuff. Like, if you really wanted to, if you was really attractive, actually, I think the two things that are really attractive for DC right now is basically Harry Potter and DC.
Oh yeah.
Or not
Yeah,
W,
as far as movie,
WB.
but video game wise, you got the Mortal Kombat properties.
Yeah, under
Netherworld.
another realm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that's big too. Um,
I don't think it's not as big as like DC and everything else.
yeah, I don't think it's as big as DC, just with the comics and just
Mhm.
the universe and everything.
It's
But
actually
then,
part of DC, to be honest. What happened is Netherworld became some type of imprint as far as like getting over there with the Warner. See, that's the question. So Warner Brothers is underneath the umbrella of Time Warner,
hmm
and Time Warner actually owns almost every entertainment joint, right?
hmm
That includes HBO. What happens to HBO if this happens?
well, so that's what I was saying is like I think what's going to end up happening is all these assets may get spread out. Like, in order for them to get the most money out of WB, because yeah, like them being under the same helm
Hmm.
as everything, yeah, it's gonna be worth a lot. But I almost think it might be worth more if you split them up. Um, so like as far as like the DC comics and all that, because and the reason why I say that is because like if you think about it, they owned Looney Tunes for the longest time, right?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Looney Tunes used to be a Six Flags thing.
Yep.
Now,
Six.
now Cedar Point owns Six Flags. They ain't using Looney Tunes. They
Mhm.
have the Peanuts. Like that. That's their thing. So now Looney Tunes is gone for like all intents and purposes outside of WB, and they don't even use them. So it's like Looney Tunes is non-existent at this point.
The last time they used it was Space Jam, and that was
Space
just because
Jam,
LeBron was up there, doing his campaign with it. You know what I
right,
mean?
right.
Other than
So
that, some of those kids was like, "Who are these cartoons?" Like,
Mhm.
like, yeah,
right. So like in reality, that should have gotten sold off to somebody else. Like they should have actually fully sold that off to Six Flags or something, got their little money before that money went dry. And they didn't do that. So now that money is dry. You know what I mean? Like who's watching Looney Tunes, or who's even asking for Looney Tunes these days like that? You know what I mean?
Besides like us.
Besides us. And that's not enough. That's not enough for a good paycheck.
Hmm.
Um, so I think like with Harry Potter and all that other stuff, I think WB was, or not WB, HBO was making the Harry Potter remake stuff, right?
yeah.
Um, I say don't give it to them just because they're doing the remakes and all that stuff. I love HBO, and they did a decent job with Game of Thrones. Not at the end, but they did a decent job with Game of Thrones. I don't know if I trust them with the whole Harry Potter franchise. That's sacred, bro.
Yeah.
I believe they'll do a good job. That's just me. Just simple fact that they know the essence of Harry Potter. They're all Harry Potter fans. The people that's there are literally people that grew up on Harry Potter. Like all the people that did this latest Game of Thrones or whatever like that, the directors and stuff like that, they're like our age, like, and they grew up on Harry Potter. So I know for a fact they got some people there. It's just basically a matter of putting it together properly and having that team that actually has a agreeable vision,
Yeah,
kind of like a Kevin Feige would do. You know what I'm saying? And really kind of bring the essence of what really was going down in those books, if that's what we want, or would do it justice. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
you know, from the reports that we were getting about the Harry Potter series, you know, the casting call of Snape was a very controversial situation of that black guy being in, and it's like, bro, don't do that, please do not.
Yeah.
And of course they canceled that, well, not canceled the series, but they got him out of there. You know what I'm saying? But regardless, I see what you're saying as far as that. The question will be, who else has rights to some of these WB like license and stuff like that? Because the Harry Potter licensing, if I'm not mistaken, is also underneath Universal as well. I don't know how that works, and I don't know how Universal actually plays a part in this, but
I think they bought into that license, kind of like similar with like Nintendo World is there, right? But Universal don't own Nintendo.
No, I'm talking about like the film company, Universal. Like when you look at the film credits.
Oh yeah.
Universal's actually in there.
I think they probably have like a stake in the share, or a stake in the company, so that way, it, as far as like merchandising, all that other stuff, it makes it easier to be like, this is our portion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of having to really fight for it.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, I bet you they use their use Universal's sound equipment and all that other stuff for those kind of things. So it's just kind of like a good partnership level on that sense.
Yeah.
What gets really tricky though is when you talk about where that money is going to go from there when WB gets bought out, right? And what that looks like for Universal when you get specials like, you know, like ABC special or NBC special, and they want to show off Harry Potter. Who gets
those rights?
Yeah, does the check still look the same? Are we looking funny about the money now because somebody else owns us? You know what I mean?
Right.
Facts.
That's why it's always tricky to have a partner in these type of games, because you never know like what's gonna happen when somebody falls off.
Yep.
And then now you got to try and renegotiate something that honestly doesn't need renegotiating.
Boy.
Yeah. All right, so let's move through some of these other news and stuff. Like I said, we've been gone for a while, so we got to catch up on some of these. So Game of Thrones prequel, Night of Seven Kingdoms, is coming out January 18th, which I'm like, I wasn't asking for this. I was looking for the House of Dragons next season. So what is this right now? I know this was announced because I have heard this title, but I don't want this right now. I want my season 3. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to see what's going on with my dragons, man, because it got sticky. It got funky on that last one, that last season on the House of Dragons. So, but yeah, so that's that's on its way. This Knights of Seven Kingdoms is set before 700 years before the House of Dragons.
Man, they really trying to take it back. They like,
they taking it back.
We don't want to give you that Arya sequel with her being a faceless man. We don't want to give you that, but here's what we will give you: something you didn't ask for yet again.
Yep.
Find out what happens next time on Dragon Ball. Not even Dragon Ball Z, because we already gave you Dragon Ball Z. Now you got to figure out what happened next on Dragon Ball.
On Dragon Ball.
God,
and then you got to figure out what happens on Dragon.
Right. You
Without
know
the ball. Just
Without
Dragon.
The ball. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all done went back even further. Y'all just Dragon now.
Yeah, like, cuz, come on, like, can we get the future? Nah, y'all need to understand. To understand the future, you must understand the past. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, really?
We can't get no GT, no Super, no none of that. We just
going backwards.
We're going backwards in time.
Golly, man.
All right, so By it being Halloween season, a lot of stuff came out in October. We got some. Okay, so this is kind of weird how this came out because it's coming out in November, but it's kind of weird how it came out right now too as well in selected theaters. We have Frankenstein.
Oh yeah. I saw the trailer on that. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the Netflix Frankenstein that's coming to Netflix. But what Netflix is starting to do is they're starting to actually have select theaters, and they're doing the box office thing. You know what I'm saying? So they're putting this stuff in theaters for a limited time, selected theaters, and they're, hey, if you want to pay whoop to whoop, come to these theaters and watch this. You can. So they're giving opportunities for people to see it on the big screen. And Frankenstein, I think that the way that trailer looked, I believe we watched it here on this channel as well. It looked like it needs to be on a big screen. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So that's what's popping off with Frankenstein. But it came out last week, I believe, or this week or something, the 17th, whenever that was. That was last week.
Yeah, last week.
But it came out in select theaters. It actually has a score. I gotta find that score. But what else came out during the week, or actually the week before it ended, was Black Phone 2. Have y'all heard of that horror movie?
Yeah,
Black Phone.
I mean, I've heard of. I won't say. I've heard of Black Phone 1, the guy with the mask.
Yeah. So evidently, Rotten Tomatoes have given that a 81 on their score.
Oh, nice. So, okay, that's pretty good. That's a good score.
Yeah, it's pretty good according to critics. Peacemaker season 2. Let me see. I thought I saw a Rotten Tomato score, but I've heard nothing but good reviews on it. I actually am still in the middle of it. I want to say I'm in like episode 3 or 4. You know, so these like no, it might be 5 because these are like 30 minutes long, so it's not like hour long, you know, stuff. But it is pretty good, and James Gunn is definitely mixing in elements of his other stuff that he's working on. So basically, he's really making this a DCU. So the latest Superman movie have loose ties to Peacemaker.
Okay.
So it's definitely doing what it does. Season 2 is definitely a classic to some of these people that's watched it so far. So shout out to James Gunn changing the DCU around. I know a lot of people are kind of like hating on James Gunn. They don't like James Gunn. A lot of people do. A lot of people wanted Zack Snyder to keep on doing the DCU and all this other stuff. But you know,
I don't know, man. Me personally, I feel like Zack Snyder was taking too long to do the necessary things.
Yeah,
I agree.
He was.
I won't say you were stretching out the story too far. It was more like you weren't giving them consistently enough. And when you were, it didn't feel like there was like tie-ins to things like to the level that they should have been. Right. Yeah, it's unfortunate.
To the point where when you made your Avenger situation, which was the Justice League stuff, you literally had to make a director's cut, adding in
Make sure
what should have been there in the first place.
Right.
And so, to me, it just...
I don't really have sympathy for it.
Yeah, I'm liking what James Gunn is doing. I mean, I can't say that... I hate the guy because he brought us Guardians of the Galaxy, which is a definitely classic. You know what I'm saying? So his contribution to Marvel and bringing that whole mindset over there to DCU, I'm like, oh yeah, nah, he's doing his thing. And he's doing it not like 3 films at a time, and he's doing whatever film and then whatever TV show. So he's able to pace it out very well.
Yeah.
So, shout out to James Gunn. But another news that James Gunn is in talks with, he's in talks with Ryan Reynolds about having Deadpool show up in the finale of Peacemaker.
Oh, that'd be funny.
That would be crazy.
So this is one thing that I like don't understand. I mean, it's cool. Like it's cool because they like Ryan Reynolds fully understands the character of Deadpool, but like what I don't understand is how Disney and Marvel is allowing this man to do whatever he wants. Like
Exactly.
it blows my mind that I mean, these are the right moves to make though, right? Like realistically, it's the right moves to make for Deadpool because he's getting FaceTime, and
here's
that's
the
really
thing.
what he would do. But
I heard he bought Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds actually has his own film company.
Yeah.
So they actually did a collabo with that last Deadpool and Wolverine. That was an actual collabo with Marvel Studios and whatever. But he actually bought, so he can actually do whatever he wants with Deadpool.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, he has his own like film. So that was actually considered his film. That's why he kept saying like, "I'm Marvel Jesus." There was things behind the scenes that people didn't know why he was saying these things. And I'm like, yeah, it gets sticky in there. He doing big boss moves. I like the way he's doing it.
Yeah.
Marvel. All right, so Marvel is set to, which we're gonna watch a trailer of this. We're gonna do some quick trailers and stuff. But Marvel is set to have on Disney Plus in January, Wonder Man, a series coming to Disney Plus. So
I'm very excited for this.
I don't know who Wonder Man is.
Yeah, I'm curious. That's just like when I heard that, I'm like, wait, what?
I'm not even for the front. Like even with the comics, I never took an interest in Wonder Man, but I don't.
So
I don't find him interesting.
Wonder Man at some point was a villain, and then he eventually becomes less of a villain. Let's put it that way. But what's interesting in this is that he has like a whole background story and piece to like him being Wonder Man, right? But how they're playing this is that like he's an actual like character, like in a movie or in a show. Yeah, like he's not actually real, which is really cool.
Kind of like how the Fantastic Four at first, if you watch the Doctor Strange thing, when Doctor Strange was like, Reed Richards was like, yeah, I'm Reed Richards from the Fantastic Four, and he was like, the rock band. There were a rock band in Marvel and stuff like that. So to kind of do like this, like Wonder Man is like a, you know what I'm saying, like a TV superhero. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I have a feeling that it is going to turn into him actually having like the actual powers and stuff like that. But like I think as of like right now,
what is Wonder Man's power sets? Like what is his main power that he's famous for?
Now I'm gonna have to look it up because that part I don't actually know.
Because I hope he's not like Mr. Terrific. just smart.
No.
We already got too many smart guys in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
So, and in his own thing, he has immortality, like in his own show. But it says it looks like he's got a healing factor, teleportation, and fiction. He can fly. He has superhuman speed, and he can shapeshift. I don't know, and he has ionic power, ionic energy.
What the heck is that?
What?
Like the same as like photons like her little beam powers.
Okay.
Let's see. Greatly enhanced strength, can lift 100 tons, durable, reflexes, stamina. And if I remember correctly, he can actually beat somebody though. He actually beat somebody. Who is it? Namor? And it's like not even a close fight either. Like he beats him down. And he's like, all right, we're gonna stop doing this. And he's like, Yeah, we're good. All right. Uh, let me see. Um, 'Cause I wanna. Let's see. He dated or not Wonder Woman. Captain Marvel at one point in time.
So
Yep.
Um, he's beat down the Red Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got, he's all right as far as it goes. Let's see. Okay, here's a full set of his powers. Superhuman strength, speed, agility, stamina, reflexes, of course. Ionic energy, um, enhanced vision and hearing, electromagnetic manipulation. Interesting. Ionic energy manipulation, energy enhanced striking, virtual invulnerability. Uh, he can he doesn't need to eat, so he's self-sustaining. Um, power recycling, whatever that means. He can alternate his size. Uh, he has a healing factor. He can shapeshift, teleportation, immortality, and flight.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
there's a list.
Yeah.
I
So
think that's over time too, accumulation and stuff like
Yeah.
that. As far
yeah,
as far as this.
yeah. So I think
Uh,
uh,
okay.
he- it says he showed up in the Avengers number 9, and apparently he died, but 4 years later, he came back basically, and he was like I said, he was a villain at first, and then he kind of they just flipped it around, was like, oh, maybe this guy needs to be a good guy, and so Simon Williams is his name. So yeah, we'll see more about Simon Williams come soon.
Yeah. All right. So season 2 of Daredevil is in process. So that's definitely coming back. We're definitely gonna see the black suit.
Nice.
So,
Wow.
so off of like actual cartoons and stuff like that, or anyway, what's going down in the comic book world? Speaking of DC, is the Absolute Universe. Now that's been a big topic here for the last maybe 2 years in the comic book world. It's been basically it Warhammer 40K type stuff,
Yeah.
basically. You know what I'm saying? Meets the DCU. So I don't know who's actually making this run or whatever like that, but they have the Absolute Batman series out right now, the Superman Absolute series, Absolute Wonder Woman series, Absolute Flash, and recently they just announced on the 10th Absolute Catwoman, which her suit looks bad as like, and then the gun that she's holding, oh my, bro, this is fire. Like we seen Selena and Bruce interact in Absolute Batman, which Absolute Batman is absolute and terrifying. Okay, if this is really a situation, the Justice League that they're going to actually, because they're going to have a battle world type situation, because there's another series going on where the regular, Justice League or whatever, the regular people in the regular, DCU or whatever, they're getting amped up. And Darkseid, his whole little game plan is to warn them that there's another Darkseid that's created this other universe. And in this universe, it's not like how y'all think. Y'all are gonna get y'all handed to y'all. Like even the Green Lantern Corps, Absolute Green Lantern Corps is crazy. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, I don't think the Green Lantern Corps exists anymore. It's just the yellow and the red, and red is the good guys. So the Absolute Universe sounds crazy, and I can't wait until they make it an animation, because I believe they're in talks of making this an animation, which I'm surprised they haven't started already. I'm like, this is getting too stupid out here, man. Like Darkseid created his own universe called the Absolute Universe, and the Darkseid in this one universe is King Alpha, and the other one is King Omega.
Yeah, what the heck?
Like that is crazy, and they're going against each other. So the dark side, that's the dark side we know.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually the good guy. He's actually King Alpha.
I was just about to say, say all that to say, if Darkseid ever came to you and was like, "Listen, need your help," like,
yeah, we in trouble.
You understand that it's probably a real trouble. Darkseid, Vegeta, but don't really lose matches like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. To the point where you got AIs. You got Lois Lane questioning AIs and say, "Hey, who is Darkseid? Who is Darkseid? Who is this guy? Who is this Darkseid? Who's Clark talking to?"
Right.
Our records say that Darkseid's a good guy. There's another one though. He's the bad guy.
Mm.
And things are gonna get real.
Yeah, that's wild.
Things are about to get stupid. All right, so let's see. Season 4 of Incredibles, or Invincible. I say Incredibles. Wow, Invincible is in effect or something.
All right.
So I think they're mixing that up. It's set for March, coming out March. It doesn't have an actual date, but it's looking like it's gearing up to be something cool. They're talking about actually trying to put dude from Foundation as the King Viltrumite. What's dude's name from Foundation that plays the Emperor Sandstorm? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I don't remember what
I forgot his name. I think it's like Lee something. Lee. Anyway, he's supposed to play the voice of the King Viltrumite. You know what I'm saying? Dude with the fur. You know what I'm saying? With the little fade, the line up. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
All right, so a couple more pieces of news, and then we're gonna get into these trailers real quick because we are around 2 hours.
Yeah.
We are
doing
at
good. We're doing good. We're doing
so, good. I got a Rotten Tomatoes. I forgot. I had a Rotten Tomatoes score for Tron. It is a 58.
Oh, that's really low.
The Popcorn Makers has got it at 85. Now I don't know what Popcorn Makers is, what that is, but yeah.
Okay.
And again, it's probably the simple fact of people don't know the universe, but at the same time, Disney could have really fumbled the bag on this one. We don't know. So, until I see it, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to hear nobody's like little breakdown. Tomorrow, Versus is back with a legendary matchup. Cash Money versus No Limit. Who y'all got winning?
Yeah.
Who y'all got winning? Who y'all got winning on that one?
Man. Did they get to use Young Money too?
To be honest, I have no idea. I believe up until a point of No Limit stopped. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Like they stopped making music at a certain point. I think they had a sale or something like that. Like P had to do something, but whenever it stopped, I think that's how far they're gonna go. Because if they go into the Young Money, Cash Money,
then it's no rap, and then it's a rap at that point.
And on top of that, at that point, people don't even realize Mystical was part of Young Money, so they technically couldn't do that, or they could. They actually could as far as like just giving a show. Yeah. Because BG, he had a song with C Murder, you know what I'm saying, a little later. Mystical, like I said, he was signed to Cash Money. I hope they bring out my boy Currency because he was actually signed. He first started off with No Limit.
Right.
Then later on with the Cash Money. So, Cash Money, Young Money. So, it's going to be interesting who they bring out, what kind of songs they got going on and stuff like that. Because bottom line is, to Southern music, these two are like legendary record labels. You know what I'm saying? I think the reason why like you have to be from New Orleans or a person that has done some research on YouTube with these interviews. But there's some real beef and bloodshed behind these two crews, and it's not music wise, because you barely heard any diss tracks towards each other. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That wasn't even the situation. The situation was more street level. So to even see these guys get together is almost like a Gucci Man and Young Jeezy. So it'll be good for music, for entertainment. You know, Complex is back. Signed that deal with Apple. You know, that whole Versus thing is Swizzy and
Timberland.
Timberland.
Yep.
Idea. So it's great to see that, man. It's great to see that.
Yeah, I thought it was done actually.
Same.
Yeah, I thought it was just a pandemic situation. But
yeah.
I mean, if you think about the concept, I think this should be a thing that should keep going on and on.
Yeah.
A lot of people have debates on who are the better groups and things and all this other stuff, who will win versus battles, and you know what I'm saying. The battle culture in itself, I think, is a up and rising thing, and it's becoming more and more mainstream. And Timberland and Swizzy kind of made the battling culture a little more commercialized, which is starting to get just due.
Yeah.
That Wonder Man series is supposed to be set to come out in January 27th. So the end of January we got that coming out. Okay. Daredevil is coming out March. The Vision series. It's called Vision Quest. I guess they made a announcement about that. Evidently, it's going to be featuring Ultron, Friday, Edith, Eden, and Jarvis.
Oh, wow.
Really?
So really, it's like the AIs, pretty much. Quicksilver is supposed to return in there. The actual son from the series and stuff.
Okay.
Like you. So if you watch Agatha All Along, Wiccan was reincarnated. So now Quicksilver is going to be reincarnated in this one. So let me see. All right, we already know about Mortal Kombat coming out. Okay, let me see. There was a couple more, and then we're gonna get into our thug things. Definitely, guys, when you guys get a chance, check out that Absolute Universe, or at least some videos talking about it, because that is an interesting concept. Predator Badlands.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's set to come out November 7th, so that's around the corner.
Yep.
Definitely around the corner. Apple TV has changed Apple TV Plus to Apple TV, so they renamed their stuff. I don't know why that's important, but to anybody that thought that was important,
right?
Yeah.
There you go. So I said that Frankenstein it came out the 17th in select theaters, and it's coming out November 7th on Netflix. So November 7th, that first week, is really going down, because I believe that's the Tank and Jake Paul fight as well. So it's really going down that day. I think a lot of people, that's nasty. Anyway, all right. So, okay. So we have run times for Stranger Things, and remember how Noto, me and you talked about when the release dates are?
Yeah.
Which is, what
like
was it?
The November December situation. Like the
November.
Yeah, it was like it was supposed to be earlier.
1st.
Yeah, November. It was weird.
It was Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Not even New Year's Day, New Year's Eve, which is like, what? Why would you do that on New Year's Eve? Do it New Year's Day. That makes most sense. People waking up from their night, you know what I'm saying, night before. That makes most sense that way. But anyway, there's 4 episodes, which is crazy. I was like, I thought it was only, 3 parts, but I think that I don't know how they're gonna do it. Anyway, Christmas they might have like, I don't know. That's weird. But the first episode is 68 minutes long.
Wow.
The second episode is 54 minutes long.
Okay.
The third episode is 66 minutes long. The last episode is 83 minutes long.
Oh yeah, they definitely trying to wrap up everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
They are not leaving you with any cliffhangers. And I think the big thing is like they're going to be answering what exactly is the upside down, which most people have seen online like is like it's hell.
Well, yeah, they kind of said it because Wilson he didn't create it. He kind of fell into it. Remember on that last one, they explained how dude became like the and how he came, but the upside down was already existing.
Yeah,
and it was already there. He just formed it to what it is now and stuff like that, and he conformed to his will. So, yeah, I think like you said, what people were saying, they're definitely going to go into what in the world? Okay, I gotta say this in a minute, but yeah, they're definitely gonna go into what it is, like how he fell into it, like why it was existing in the first place. Kind of like the turtle and in it, like me and Noda was talking about earlier. Did you know its arch nemesis is a big giant turtle?
Yes, because I think once I realized that it was like, so we make it out to be like this huge big thing, but then when you watch Dark Citadel, you find out that it is just nothing more than like a basic soldier, and whoever that guy, the main character dude, the main bad guy, and his army, it is just like a thing. Like he's not like a top general or nothing that.
Hold on, wait. You said Dark what?
Dark Citadel.
Dark
is that
Citadel.
what it's called? No. Dark Tower.
Wait, so Dark Tower is part of the
It universe.
That Stephen King universe?
Yeah. That's the conjoined pieces of all of his stuff. So so while we think it is huge, it in his world is just like a foot soldier. So I was like, dang.
I was just shocked on that turtle, because when I saw that turtle, I was like, hold on, wait.
Well, because
it ain't even no scary turtle. It's like it's a Disney World turtle.
Yeah. So you find out like some of the biggest stuff in that, even in that movie, you find out like some of the biggest stuff. You like, that's what stops them. Like, because I think it's one point where something happens. I'm not gonna give it away because it's a good movie. Something happens, and the guy, the main character, like I feel like he like gives him a handshake or something like that, or like gives him coins or something like that, and like it like just changes up the whole, like the monster or whatever you will was just like, and then just like walks away, and you like, what just happened? That's how it runs. But yeah. So it doesn't surprise me, but I do still think that's really funny that it is just a little turtle, like a little regular type of thing.
Well, it ain't a regular turtle. It's a giant turtle with the flat earth on his back.
Yeah.
All right. So real quick, Passion of the Christ are talking about a sequel.
Oh.
Why do you need a sequel for that?
Yeah. Social Network is talking about a sequel.
Okay.
And I believe that's all I want to talk about. Anyway, all right, let's get into these trailers. Let me pull these up. But yeah, we are definitely at 2-something hours. Oh, they have a Selena documentary on the way. Coming to Netflix.
Okay.
I love Selena. She was fine. Fine wine.
Are we talking about real Selena?
Yeah.
Not Jennifer Lopez Selena.
No, No, we
Okay.
talking about Selena.
Okay.
Real deal.
Like Jennifer Lopez looked nothing like Selena to me. That was
Exactly. Facts.
Right.
Facts.
Like,
I was just making sure.
matter of fact, her booty was way bigger than J Lo. J Lo got one of them average joints. Like, yeah. I don't know what people was talking about back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Like y'all tripping. J Lo was average. Oh, like Selena had the yam. Can I get to the yams? All right, let me pull these up. Hold on, is this going backwards? No, that's the likes. Shoot. Can I get to the yams? Sweet yams. Alright, where are we at? My dog is going to town on her little bone. Give me that bone. You get that one. Cause you about to kill that one. Alright, we're gonna start off with, good Lord have mercy. Here we go. If I can get past this commercial. Get Sandstorm in there.
Yeah.
All right, first one. Return to Silent Hill.
Okay.
Oh snap! What just happened?
Why he making this?
Huh?
So why he making this?
I don't know. I have no idea. Hold on, guys. Can y'all see? Can y'all see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Something's happened here. Something really, really bad.
Hold the darkness, you can't keep it away.
Please don't go any further. You don't know what kind of hell you have to face.
All right.
Nice and sweet.
So, what y'all think about that?
Who's the maker of Silent Hill? Is it Capcom?
Yes.
Yep.
They have been really serious about Silent Hill. They also talked about how they were dropping 2 more games. It's cool to see because I have very fond memories of the original Silent Hill. The original Silent Hill movie. I thought it was dope. Did it play exactly like how the game was? No, but it gave us some nostalgic pieces. Especially like Pyramid Head, which is one of my favorite evil monsters in the game.
I think it's everybody's. That's all the people talk about when they talk about Silent Hill. Is just
Pyramid Head. Yep.
Cause he's like he running at you with that big old head.
Or the
dragon.
Right. Was maids or whatever.
Oh yeah, the nurses. Yeah.
Yeah, they go. Yeah, the nurses.
Look
at them, they don't move. If you look away, they don't like. If you look at them, they don't move. But you look away, they start moving.
Yeah. There's a lot of classicness and a lot of horror tropes with Silent Hill.
The most
one thing that I think that had the second one had a problem with is that they started to try and make it like real actiony.
Hmm.
And instead of keeping it to that kind of horror trope to it, I think they should go back to it with this one. It looks like they're doing a little something. So like I hope that really gets fleshed out um as far as that goes.
Gotcha. No, no.
Um, same. Me, it's like I said, I have said this before in the past. I said this during the Nami when it came to Silent Hill, the whole 9 yards. Like Silent Hill, like playing the games gives me the creeps, literally hands down.
Oh yeah, it's
Like,
definitely creepy.
yeah, especially when you hear when you hear the sirens, game over. You know, it
Mhm.
was like, nope, I don't want to go in this room. I don't want to go there to change the whole place. Nah, we. But again, as for movie wise and stuff, I actually did like both of the movies, and especially the second one. Yeah, I agree. It actually had a little bit of action, but I think I liked it because we got to see a different, like we get to see how the don't want to live out, but like the daughter basically actually takes over and goes back and everything else. So it was more of like understanding the concept of like what was her whole story. So
Yeah.
I'm more curious about where this one is going. If we're actually really just are we gonna kind of or how do I phrase this? Are we going to be taking the remakes of the Silent Hills, like the games, to be this new Return to Silent Hill?
Mhm.
So I don't know. So it's like we're still gonna have the same elements or everything else. I'm just more curious, like what's the timeline we're going with this, and where y'all using. That's all I'm curious about.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I'm curious to see if they're gonna make it its own thing and not connected to the game at all. That'll
I
be
I
that'll
would
be
like
interesting.
that, to be
Same
honest
here.
with you. I would like that. I would prefer that.
I'll definitely wanna see what's going on with that. But let's get into this next trailer. It is The Predator's Badland. Final trailer. I'm sorry. It's final trailer.
Welcome to the most dangerous planet in the universe, where everything is trying to kill you. I need a hand.
Oh snap!
You're here to prove yourself. Hunting something that can't be killed.
It's an android.
We might not be alone in this hunt.
Yaslan zor icat. Det jet you laichish.
All right. What y'all think about that one?
Go ahead, Noto.
First of all, I didn't even realize predators can talk. I was like, what the? You talking now? What the heck? Dang.
Yeah, it's like you never really well in Alien Predator I saw them kind of communicate against amongst each other, but at the same time, no, you never see them talk. Like,
Yeah, that's the first thing I saw. I was like, they talk? Wait, what? What? Oh, we get some talking for once? Oh, okay. So we see something new. Other than that, that was besides that being the big surprise in my brain. I just saw. Yeah, this actually looks good. I'm not gonna lie. So I mean, I can't really express how much we got to what, November 7th, a week before my birthday, or no, almost a week before my birthday. Yeah, so this could be interesting. Pretty much that's all I got. I don't have much to say for that.
Okay, say the story. What you got?
So I did see this before. I have kind of a love-hate situation uh with how Predator is going. On one side, like I do kind of miss the like like I said, the non-talking, like I kill you type of predators out here just for the hunt. But at the same time, I think it's so dope that they've like kind of really honed in on like the predator like as a race. You know what I mean? Like what is it really? Because that was something that we never knew for a long time. Like, what does it mean really to be a predator? Like, how are you just born like this? You just born out in these streets like this, or like what does it really take to be like that one? Like, is it? Do you just wear the suit and everybody wears the suit, or is this on some like Mandalorians type stuff where you get your own suit? Like they know you by your suit. You know what I mean? Like, so I think that's really cool that that we really get to dive into it. It's moved, it's shifted genres to me. You know what I mean? Like it went from being like a sci-fi thriller-ish to more of like now like a sci-fi more action type of deal to me. And I do like that shift because it opens up, and I kind of wish aliens would kind of do this too.
Oh, they are.
Okay.
They are. Like
I did see
if you watch
Earth.
Alien Earth,
Yeah, that okay.
Alien Earth is
Okay, yeah.
their recent property. But yeah, they are.
Yeah,
They
I
definitely
started watching that. So that's good. But I like how they're shifting over to this. I'm still a little iffy on them giving us like a main character, if you will, that we've kind of been following. I do like on one side, I'm like, yeah, that's kind of sweet because then you can really attach yourself to like somebody on the come up. But at the same time, I'm thinking like, ah, dang, it would have been kind of dope to see how like the first one was on his like Django Fett type stuff. You know what I mean? Like before he got killed by Arnie. But like it I don't know. The whole concept overall I think is really cool. So I'm really interested to see how that's gonna look down the road. Like for not just this installment, for like future installments too.
yeah. So I definitely like the direction they're going. Basically giving us I don't want to say a predator that we can relate to, but at the same time, you can sympathize with what you've seen in the trailer. Like he seems as if, you know what I'm saying, like being born in this warrior race and the things that you got to go through to become this warrior, this ultimate warrior. You know what I'm saying? Like going through that trials and tribulations and going into this whole like planet that's like everything is gonna try to kill you, and that's basically like your training type thing, or some kind of like battle world type situation just to make you tougher, like one of the ultimate hunts or something. Because he seems like a little rookie and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He seems like he's trying to earn his stripes. So it almost seems like all the predators go here, get they hunt on in the Badlands. That's just one of the like rites of passages, and then you go to a, you know what I'm saying, like you go back home, get your little wife or something like that. Then you get assigned to this world, and this world go hunt this assignment, blah blah blah. And I always was curious on how they choose who they hunt and when do they go hunting. And of course the animation series that they have on Hulu, I forgot what that's actually called, but that actually explains how, you know, how and why and stuff like that. Basically, when a planet is at their highest peak and in a technology form of fashion, that the predator, they look at their warriors to see how tough their warriors are, and they set up this battlefield, this hunt field, and they go hunting for that actual war to see if their combat has increased or elevated as well. So you know what I'm saying, like just having all that elements into it, like you said, I'm a Mandalorian type of dude, so that's actually kind of like showing me that savage type stuff. You know what I'm saying, that warrior type training type. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely excited about this. This look pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm interested in the android. I saw the poster earlier and I was like, dang, homegirl's on his back with no bottom half. I thought that was like a little, maybe it's a glitch. Nah, she's an android. She got her stuff ripped. So it makes me further believe that they're really trying to reintroduce or reconnect the alien universe with the Predator universe. Even though they loosely did it with Alien and Predator, that was just a what if. That's not actually legit, like in their universes. So I think they're legitimately trying to merge them back, and I think that Android is that like hint that they're trying to do that, because that Android is similar to the Android from Alien or Prometheus, or you know, if you're watching that stuff, you know what I'm saying, the whole little series of the Alien and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool to see that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm interested to see where else they take this as far as like any future projects. You know what I'm saying? Are they gonna sit up here and like tie any other situations in? I believe on Alien, or it might have been Predator, but somebody had the bones or the skull of the alien from Independence Day. So so it kind of felt like they were trying to like connect all the Alien franchises together. Anything dealing with anything in outer space, they're trying to connect them together or something like that, and basically come up with this universe saying, yeah, once you try to sit up here and get in contact with aliens, this is what's gonna happen. They're gonna come hunt you. So that's pretty cool. So on to our next one. I'm not even finna say it. We're just gonna watch it. All right, I get it.
Good shot, baby.
I'm gonna go first.
All right.
First and foremost, I don't like the way that sign looked. It kind of looked out of place to me. Yeah.
I agree.
That was a bit weird.
But outside of that, I also want to say this. The Mandalorian is what Boba Fett is supposed to be. Like I want y'all to understand that my man's Boba Fett.
No. Hey, explain what you're trying to say. You said Boba Fett is supposed to be.
Yeah, they played my man's. They played my man's. They played him.
So you said the role of the Mandalorian that we see it now, the main guy, the you know what I'm saying, the head honcho, should be Boba.
Yeah, he's supposed to be cool like that. That's who he's supposed to be. They played him. They played him. That's what I'm trying to say. They played Boba Fett, and they were like, you know what? Instead of having Boba Fett, we can actually make another character. They didn't have to do that. They really didn't have to do that. But with that being said, this looks like it's going to be a really good movie. I think I'm going to thoroughly enjoy it. It looks like it's got the jokes that it needs to, like, but not like the regular jokes, like the Lucas, like the George Lucas jokes, like the authentic, funny, ha ha banter type of jokes. Like it looks like it's gonna have plenty of that. The action looks good. I'm so glad that these guys are back.
It's Dave Filoni. You know, Dave Filoni is a student of Dave.
Yeah.
Or
George. Yeah.
Yeah.
I really miss I like this is the series to me that really kind of held Disney pretty much together, to be honest with you. More so than any other series to me. Mandalorian, well, and I'll say definitely with Star Wars. Like it's really held the Star Wars together. Ahsoka been holding it down. I ain't gonna hold you. Ahsoka been holding it down. But before Ahsoka, it was the Mandalorian by himself all day. And
well, not by himself. You gotta credit a lot of that with Grogu.
Grogu was also there. Yeah, he was also there.
Grogu, the main character. That's what a lot of people say.
I meant Mandalorian as a team. You know what I'm saying? Mandalorian as a team.
Hey, because he is a Mando.
He is a Mandalorian. So you know, Mandalorian is a team. But
Mando.
Yeah, I think this is a exciting time. I can't wait for May. I can because that means April has already been passed and some big things have already happened then. But yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for Mandalorian and Grogu. Man, I be wishing that sometimes movies be like video games where you know, like you see the next trailer and they be like, oh, by the way, we actually moved it up, so it's actually coming out next week. You like next week, but that don't happen in the movie world.
Nah. It's like it's gonna come out when we say it's coming out.
Right. By the way, you didn't get an actual day. We gave you a month. That's how you know.
It's gonna be at the very end of the month, like a made up day. Like, hold on, man, there's no 32nd of March.
Right. Where did you get that from? Yes. They're like, yes, that day.
The 35th of May.
What day is that? Yes. That day. But it ain't yet. Okay.
That's not a real date. Yes. Yes. The 30th of February. Yes.
Yes. I don't understand. You do now. Now you do.
Oh my god. All right.
Oh man. All right, Dodo. What you got?
Y'all retarded, I swear. Y'all retarded.
This is our family banter. This is we've always been. We've always been this way.
Oh, trust me, I believe it. So that's why I don't complain. I'm being like, oh god, y'all retarded. I joined the bandwagon. Let's go. Anyways, man, I lost my train of thought. Jeez, good lord. Thanks, guys. Yeah.
It'll come back to you on the 30th of February.
Right.
Yes.
Yes. Oh my god. But other than that, yeah, this definitely looks good. I'm not, like I said, I'm still behind on the show series. Like I said, there's so much stuff I'm still behind on the show, especially this one more than anything. I started watching this. I tried to get into more, and I guess Obadiah came in the picture, so that kind of sucks for me. So that's why I'm like behind on so much stuff. So, it'll give me time to play some catch up and get ready for this when it comes out. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Yeah, so I'm a Mandalorian. You know what I'm saying? I'm I'm of the dark Mandalorian side, not like dark side, but you know the darker complected Mandalorians. We on the south end of Mandalore, so you know what I'm saying. Like you know, they don't represent us properly. You know what I'm saying?
Where it's always sunny, ironically.
Yeah,
Because
it's tropical down
you
there.
keep the melanin, you know.
Yeah, and we don't take off our masks, but sometimes we kind of got to because it get a little hot. You know what I'm saying? But we don't do it around each other. Like we
Right.
go home. You know what I'm saying? Where there can be no mistake of. It's almost like seeing a. I don't want to say that. Never mind.
Yep, I knew where you were going. I knew exactly where you were going. So yeah, it's definitely like that. That's exactly
Yeah.
what it's like.
Yeah. Let me not say that. But anyway, on to our next one. Wonder Man.
The entertainment world is stunned today when internationally celebrated and reclusive filmmaker Von Kovac sprung out of retirement to sign on for a remake of Wonder Man. Mr. Von Kovac, could you tell us more?
Everyone is tired of superheroes. There is an opportunity to reimagine a whole genre of storytelling.
Have you thought about casting?
So, what's this big audition you were talking about?
It's a huge opportunity. I'm auditioning for Wonder Man.
Did you hear about Wonder Man? I need to be in this movie.
Sorry, you crazy.
I was born to play this character.
Are you serious? Boo, they are already talking to Leo.
You just gotta go out there and crush it.
What's wrong?
I'm trying to come up with a backstory for the character.
Well, trust the words. Just show up and say them.
That's not my process.
Well, your process can go blow a spider.
Guy's killing it in there, bro.
Where have I seen him before?
Pretty sure he used to be a terrorist.
They
You can slate whenever you're ready.
Simon Williams, reading for Wonder Man.
Listen to me, Simon. The callback is happening now. Just be normal.
Normal man. The breakdown is go method.
Come in. Mr. Kovac will meet you in the living room.
So you all here to meet Von Kovac?
Mm-hmm. Hello, everyone. I want to explore the place between fiction and non-fiction.
That's tight.
We are going to make the last movie on Earth. No one will have the balls to make another. And action!
Any news from Von Kovac?
There is news you'll be the first to know.
Unless you call me again, in which case I will never tell you.
All right. What y'all think about that?
Interesting.
Yeah, like I said, I think it's interesting the way that they're going with it.
Mhm.
They kind of tell you straight up, yeah. So the superhero genre and the way that we've been going about it, it's kind of dying. And so like we've picked a guy to kind of represent the future of how some of this stuff is going to look in a certain way. And so I think it's interesting because Wonder Man also is not black. So that's interesting in itself. I am
See, they wasted an opportunity because they keep making people black that's not black, but then like you have a black character that we've been begging for,
right.
and you don't. Yeah, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I think with that being said, I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be an interesting little show. It's probably going to be the usual, 6 episodes or 8 episodes, how many ever they usually do it.
I think it says. I forgot what it said. I believe it's.
Yeah.
Hold on. This might be a 6. They've been going 6 lately.
Okay. Then yeah, I think it's gonna be 6 episodes. I think you're gonna get a lot more than what the trailer has been showing you. I will say I do think they didn't do the best job at explaining what it's going to be about. Which to me kind of scares me a little bit, and the reason why is because they did the same thing with She-Hulk, and you never really got a defining villain in She-Hulk in the trailer. And when you watch the show, you never really got a real defining villain in that either. So
nope. You just saw her sitting up here twerking, having sex with Daredevil, clapping at her cousin, and he comes out of nowhere with a child.
Yeah. So it was.
I don't even know who the villain was. Like,
I don't know who the villain was either. That's why I say that is like sometimes you gotta show off like who the villain is. Don't try and hide it or make it a secret or like a guess what type of situation. Just be plain. I have more faith in Wonder Man than I do in She-Hulk. Because I want to give Disney the benefit of the doubt that they won't make that same mistake again, but we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, my end is basically, I need more. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. I need more. I need a little bit more info, like trailer-wise, but that's all I can say from there.
So, Wonder Man, I don't know too much about, so yeah, you're going to have to, but Sandstorm, the way you described him, and even, you even said that he was a villain at one point, I actually see this happening. So, you introduce him with somebody that was considered introduced to us as a villain.
Right.
And you even nod to that.
Yep.
For some reason, I feel like that director, he kind of like a mad scientist. So I feel like at first, we're going to be filming something, but he's basically going to get tricked, and basically he's thinking that he's acting. He gets given these, let's just say technology, some stuff on him, and suits or something like that, and basically he does his thing. He sit up here and pretty much kills people, but not knowing that it was real. He think it's acting.
Yeah.
And he's really doing the bidding of an evil person. And,
yeah.
I think maybe that it can go in that direction, and he's actually the villain. But who knows? Because I don't know who's the writer of this series. Hopefully they could go that direction. Hopefully they go a direction that's explaining who's Wonder Man is, because a lot of people are coming into this just like I'm like, who the heck is Wonder Man? He's not an Avenger. He's not a part of the Avengers. He has fought the Avengers. Same thing with Kang the Conqueror. A lot of people didn't know who Kang the Conqueror was. I mean, I knew, but not a lot of people. So, you know what I'm saying? Like going into, Jonathan Majors being black, and see that in Kang ain't black. You know what I'm saying? So that's another character. But who I was saying earlier, like I said, is this is just ticking me off, Marvel Studios. We have been asking for a superhero that is black, legitimately black, and you haven't given it to us. I mean, that's two. There's two of them, but you know what I'm saying? Like there's one in particular that probably y'all wasn't even expecting I was about to say, but that's Blue Adam. Or Blue Marvel, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? We've been waiting on Blue Marvel this whole time. And the reason why is because he's cosmic level. You see what I'm saying? And we have went into the cosmic situation. And now that you went over to the Fantastic Four, which is crazy because y'all could have introduced them there as well. Like, that was the first family that encountered, and they were superheroing at the same time. Like, don't that make sense? You know what I'm saying? Like just to bring him into this whole situation. But I digress. But anyway, Yep. So Wonder Man, what they said, January. It's coming out January. Could be 6. Could it be 8? Marvel's been kind of iffy on their stuff. They've been dropping 3 episodes at a time. So it could just be a 2-week situation. You know what I'm saying? With 3 episodes getting dropped on a Wednesday. So who knows? Who knows? But anyway, that will do it for this week's comeback episode, our special episode, Halloween episode. Thank you guys for tuning in, whoever did. Thank you guys for supporting this channel. Please hit that like button before we leave. Sandstorm, we have the Stormcast tomorrow. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up just like that. We have the Sandstorm, the Stormcast tomorrow. I believe we have a new host. Is that correct?
New member.
New member. Yeah. So we'll definitely have some fun tomorrow introducing the new member to the fam. And what's tomorrow's topic?
Tomorrow's topic is going to be one of our specials. We're going to be getting into the Halloween stuff as well, and kind of diving deeper, on some of the topics like what are some of the best Halloween themed or haunted themed atmospheres in video games that we've played, as well as some of our favorite characters in games that were a little more monstrous or a little more scary. So yeah, it should be a good time. Definitely come on through, and yeah, we're gonna have a good time.
Mm-hmm. And next week we will definitely have I don't know, definitely, but next week's supposed to be Nunami on Friday. Noto, how we looking like on that?
So, like I said last week in Nanami, there's not going to be a Nanami on Halloween. So, because I will be out doing trick or treating with my son, so that's going to be a thing. So, our next episode will be the day after my birthday, which is the 14th. So, we're going to be doing a birthday episode for me, like we did last time when we did Nanami. So, definitely going to have Vito and hopefully Sandstorm as well. So, we're just going to shoot the breeze like we did last time, and talk some smack about me and everything else, and whatever you guys want to do. So they're basically gonna have fun, clowning me. So that's gonna be a fun thing.
Oh, I can't do that. That's not in my nature.
I know, right? We can't do that.
Hey, I'm just saying.
That is definitely not in my wheelhouse.
So yeah, that's.
But we can make fun of other stuff though.
Yeah.
There you go. So yeah, that's pretty much going to be the episode. So I already gave you the idea. So November 14th will be the episode. So just be ready.
Okay. All right. Unless you wear like a weird costume, then yeah, I'm going to have to flame you up. Other than that,
that's not going to happen. It's supposed to be for Halloween. It's supposed to be for Halloween. So
yeah. If you wore a costume or a cosplay, I'm going to have to flame you up. But since you're not, you're safe.
Maybe Ken might do it.
But tomorrow, now here's the thing. I'm supposed to be on the Stormcast. We're definitely gonna be doing the Stormcast. Be over there. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be definitely getting into the special over there, the Halloween special over there, because I believe the next time after, or next week's, not this week's, but next week's is gonna be the 1st. Is that correct? The 1st of November.
1st of November.
So we're gonna be past Halloween then. So yeah, they'll definitely right on time. But I don't know how I'm gonna pull this off, but I'm planning on doing my first live stream over on the VitoVerse music, and I actually want to be doing a reaction to the versus battle tomorrow. So definitely stay tuned for that. We have to work that whole little thing out. Not sure how that's gonna work in 2 different ways. You know what I'm saying? But we'll figure all that out. And besides that, I got some other reactions. I got to upload my last 2 reactions for the Rebirth album. So shout out to Action Jack. Stay tuned for that. It's already done. I just didn't upload it. It'll probably be out tomorrow. So I know Jack was probably like, dang,
It was weird, yeah, because I was even listening. And you were like, "Oh, it's gonna be another." I think you were like, "It's gonna be another part 3 or whatever," and I'm like,
part 3 and 4.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, and I'm like, wait a minute, it's only part 1 and part 2 on here. Like, where's part 3 at?
Yeah, no, I didn't want to upload them all at once that day, and then I've been forgetting to upload them throughout the week. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it'll definitely be up. It'll definitely be up. But they're already like, they're there. I just gotta.
Hey, we know how it goes. We know how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, guys, that will do it for the VitoVerse, the return of the VitoVerse. To be honest, I don't know if we're necessarily going to have another VitoVerse live soon or whatever like that. But stay tuned for any VitoVerse live that we might pop up with. It might be during special occasions and stuff like that. This week or this year has actually just been a lot more focused on VitoVerse music. So even with that, that's kind of been getting wrapped up with the life stuff, so I've been kind of slowing up on that, but I'm getting back into the swing of things. So stay tuned for all the stuff that we got going on all of our channels, as well as our associate members and people that come through on this channel. Shout out to all of them. We mention them, we see them all the time on the Stormcasts and on Twitter and all that type of stuff. A lot of them been featured here, so shout out to all of them. That's the Winging It crew, Shadow Fox. Who else? Terminator Jews.
Yep.
You know, just the posses. You know what I'm saying? The Nin10 crew. Sometimes they get featured on the Stormcast, depending on what topic it is. But definitely, man, shout out to all of them. Anyway, we will see you guys whenever. Peace.
Peace.